Welcome to another podcast of the current situation Manchester United. I know some of you guys must be thinking, he's a fallen angel from the heavens, man. Look at that light that's just surrounding and overrounding his head. He's one of them angels, isn't he? Not quite. Not quite. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday. At least on my end, the Monday evening so far. I'm going to get into some transfers, into the latest transfer news of Manchester United, the players that's been linked with Manchester United, they're off, and what's the latest in terms of the squad with Manchester United, because understand that the Premier League has already started and Manchester United has not started the Premier League. So again, I believe we have been on grace period. That's why we haven't have started, because the Premier League is basically saying, you know what I'm saying? They're saying, yeah, we know that you don't have enough players, enough signings. So we're going to give you a reason to get a couple of signings to start off the Premier League season. So we don't want it to start off. Actually, we have one signing, but one signing is not good enough. So one is close to none. You know what I'm saying? So um, basically, we need to have signings that would bolster our squad, strengthen our squad, and that's what I'm going to get into this podcast. So the first piece of news is that hold on, time out. Manchester United had a pre-season match, a club friendly, which wasn't really friendly because, based on what I've seen anyway, Manchester United played against Aston Villa in a Premier League. It wasn't a Premier League, it was a friendly. Some would think it's a Premier League game because it's two Premier League clubs, but it's a friendly. And it wasn't friendly to me because it wasn't a friendly kind of fixture. It wasn't a friendly final game. It wasn't a friendly result because it didn't favor Manchester United, so it's not friendly to me. But anyway, Aston Villa got a goal, whether it's scored from the back of their heads or off the back of their back. Anyway, how they scored, they got a goal and they won in the preseason. Now, some may say, well, we shouldn't take it seriously. It is a friendly game. It's a preseason game. What you have to understand is that the preseason games give us a reason to believe that we can actually do good this season. Because basically, okay, I'll put it to you like this in school terms. When I was back in high school, back in the Caribbean, well, most of the guys that is hearing my voice supposed to know which country I'm from. So I'm gonna put it out there. But I think I've said it a few times. But in my school, especially in the last form of high school, which is the creme de la creme. That's the boss. That's the boss form where you have to complete the task before graduation, before completion. So before you have your final exams, you have to do a series of tests to see which subject you are more candid for to do in your final exam. For example, you have geography, you have math. Well, mathematics is a given. You have to do mathematics. So let's just put mathematics in there. You have geography, mathematics, English, Spanish, and history. I know some of you guys don't like history, but that's why I'm gonna name history in there. That's why I'm gonna name history in there. So history and the other ones I mentioned. So basically, as in comparison to pre-season, people need to see this as a so these subjects, you have to do very well in these subjects for you to actually no, well, again, mathematics is a given. So let me just excuse mathematics and language and English language because they are mandatory, and just put in accounts and chemistry. Accounts and chemistry in the place of mathematics and language arts. Stick with me. Back in my country, you need to, if you wanted to do these subjects, you have to show the examiners a reason why you should do these. Because they're basically like, well, if you want to do those subjects, you have to pass those subjects, not just pass those subjects. You have to pass them with a good mark. You have to have a good grade to pass those subjects before you do those subjects in final exams for those subjects. So basically, you would have to do those subjects and you would have to pass them. And when you pass them, that would give you that would set the tone for you to do very well in the final exams. And I say that to say this. In the preseason games, yes, we shouldn't take them to heart because they're not professional, they're not preseason games. So we shouldn't take them professional. But understand these games are going to give United fans a reason to believe this season something special. Something showing credentials like winning trophies, winning titles, whatever the case may be. That is what Manchester United need to be doing the upcoming season, which will be like in a couple of days. That's what we need to be doing as a club. Not yes, we can lose a preseason game, you know what I'm saying, but if we lose that game by playing it very well, bro, I can sleep like a newborn baby because our style of play is showing us that there's something going on training. A lot of no, I've never seen videos because I've not seen Corrington players train at Corrington. What you can, what I can say is this: yeah, when players are training, Manchester United, they have a tendency, like you can even see it on the pitch, bro. You can tell if the players are training or really training. Like I'm talking about proper training. I mean, have you guys have seen how Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and to a lesser degree Real Madrid have trained? We Manchester United supporters only see pictures, happy pictures with persons looking happy in training, but we have not seen the videos of them in training. Training is should give us a reason to believe that we know what we are doing. That is setting the tone for the new season in Premier League. So back to transfers. With Donny van de Beek here, I think he did decent in the 1-0 loss against Aston Villa in the preseason game. But understand this: our grace period for transfers is almost near to its execution. We need to get a couple signings before the transfer season finishes. I think it finishes in 2 days or something, and we need two signings. I mean, come on, bro. But yeah, as it relates to Jadon Sancho is not going to be a signing. He's going to be a signing that will be lining with the setup of the club because he's a world class player, my opinion anyway, and we're a world class club. But it has occurred to me that the Premier League side of Manchester United is actually dilly-dallying on the signing of Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, people are saying that we have the money to sign Jadon Sancho, which too is true. Speaking of that, time out, I'm going to go on a few rambles. I see this morning that the Glazers was trending on my Twitter page. Most of you guys know that when on the right side of the screen, on the right side, you have a side that is trending with different topics as relates to like celebrities, uh, entertainment. Could be football, could be netball, it could be anything as relates to sports. Glazers out was trending on my Twitter page. That gave me an indication that there is a lot of information that has basically said that the club is not making progress as relates to transfers. Because if we don't make a transfers this season, we have been there has been lack of ambition. We're not talking about January winter transfer season. We're not talking about that. Right? We're talking about no. We have enough money to sign Jadon Sancho. The Glazers they want to basically penny pinch their pennies to get a player like like David Brooks, relegated player, or some alternative player that would be relative to Jadon Sancho if we don't get Jadon Sancho. Like for example, Adama Traore, I just mentioned David Brooks, um, Gareth Bale. Speaking of Gareth Bale, it's been said. I have it right here. Let me check. Um, Give me a sec. Hmm. Okay, so this is what he said. He said Bale against loan move amid Manchester United interest. So it's obvious that Manchester United is interested in Gareth Bale. But here's the story to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale has been linked to Manchester United ever since 2008, when man was at Spurs playing left back at Spurs. You get me? When man was like a teenager, sprung up, looking at the Champions League with his big ears. Yes, that Gareth Bale I'm talking about. That Gareth Bale was linked to Manchester United. And ever since, we have been linked to him. Definitely when he became into his own zone in 2013, when he was like the mitochondria or the epicenter of Tottenham in 2013. And this gave Real Madrid a routine to sign him, which they did. But that season, he was very colossal. He was essential to Spurs doing well. That was when Manchester United should have pulled the trigger and signed Gareth Bale. That's when they should have pulled the trigger and signed Gareth Bale. But no, my man broke world record like he was doing track and field with Usain Bolt and signed himself at Real Madrid in Spain. So basically, we had to wait until Gareth Bale has passed his prime to come at a time where Manchester United couldn't sign Jadon Sancho, which was their first alternative, which was plan A. Now we have to relegate and go to plan B, which is Bale, basically. My thought is that hold on. My thought is that Gareth Bale has passed his prime. Gareth Bale has finished his time as a top player. Gareth Bale is still a good player that can do bits, but Manchester United don't need bits right now. We need players that are very good enough. We don't need another Welsh sprinter in our squad. We need players that can actually play football in our squad, which is a football squad. It's a football game, not a football track and field sprint. We don't need the sprinters. No, again, I'm not saying that Bale is just a sprinter. Maybe back in his heyday, at least in his younger years, when he was just spraying all over the place with his pace. You know what I'm saying? But we need players that are more football driven mentally. Jadon Sancho, anyone? Players that have a mind, like Thiago. Speaking of Thiago, it's been said according to MEN, which is men, they say that Manchester United has finished their interest in Thiago. I don't think he was coming to Manchester United anyway, because again, our midfield is already packed. It has average players, but it's packed. We have Fred on the bench, you have Mark Tomney on the bench, we have Van de Beek on the bench. When Matic, the PhD master degree retiree, is starting as defensive midfielder, accompanied by Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. So we don't need Thiago on the bench. And if Thiago, I don't even think Thiago will be on the bench. But my thing is that I don't want him at Manchester United because that's going to hamper and stagnate Scott McTominay's progress as a player because he's still young, and we don't want to stagnate Fred's form because Fred is a form type, the type of player that when he gets in form, he cannot bench him. They cannot bench the Brazilian Fred. That's why we call him Pastor Fred. But basically, based on what I was saying some minutes ago, if Bale is not a bad signing, but we need to do better than that. We do not want players like there's this adage. One person's garbage might be another person's treasure. We don't want to be that type of person because we are Manchester United. Maybe not the Manchester United of old, But we don't want players that will be sold from other clubs that aren't good enough. We have signed a lot of players from Chelsea that were deemed to not be good enough. To not be good enough. Like for example, Lukaku, Matic. I mean Mata at the time was in his prime, but Mourinho Mourinho was basically saying, Oscar or Mata, Oscar. Then he went with Oscar. So he sold Mata under Moyes to Manchester United. But we misused Mata in his prime. Man was playing right wing when he was supposed to be playing right behind the number 9. That's where that's where he should be in line. Should have been in line with. But my man was playing on the right wing, like he had pace, and that was not the case. You know what I'm saying? So again, Gareth Bale is a good signing. He will be a good sign if he comes to Manchester United. But with the way all the things are going, I'll be fine and content with Gareth Bale at Manchester United. But I'm saying this: we should be doing better than that. Uh, we should be more proactive in our signing. Don't wait until the last 2 days of the transfer season to be making panic signs, because that's basically penny pinching. That's basically penny. Don't. Mm-mm. That is average club mentality. That's not top notch club. I mean, look at Chelsea, dude. Chelsea made 6, if not 7 signings. Probably 5 of them are like top class players. One of them is coming to the end of his career. He's like a retiree on the periphery, but he's coming. He's still a top. He's still a top centre back. He's still a top centre back, and he's going to improve Chelsea's defense at least with experience. You get what I'm trying to say? So again, dude, we finished above Chelsea last season. Chelsea get knocked out at the FA Cup finals last season. They didn't win anything like us. We finished on top of them in the Premier League and made more signings than us. So Abramovich from Russia was basically saying, yes, if you guys finish above us, but we are more ambitious than you. We have paper. We know you have paper, but you're so stingy, you're so thrifty with your money that you don't want the money to be speaking with your mouth. So you want to say, okay, yeah, I have money in my pocket, but I don't want to be unleashing money. That's not a top club's mentality. That's the reality. That it's not a good look. Hold on. It's not a good look. My man has signed Warner, that nigga from Bayer Leverkusen. He's a attacking midfield, a young attacking midfield, I should say. Thiago Silva, of course. Sar, which is a centre back, I believe. And they signed Zajic from Ajax. That's 5, and I think probably 2 more. 2 more, bro. That's like almost half a squad, bro. And Manchester United won't sign 1 player. I mean, I'm not the best mathematician, but that's not good equation, bro. 1 signing to 6 or 7. I mean, aren't we supposed to be trying to challenge for the Champions League and the Premier League? One sign is not going to give us a boost to win the Premier League or the Champions League. Although we have Champions League caliber of players, we need players. We need new players that will help us win a title. We need to live up to the name of Manchester United, because the title of Manchester United is Manchester United. We need to show that we are vital to our title. We're a top-notch club that deserves better. We fans deserve better. For the past 6 years, coming to 7 years now, for the past 6 years, actually 7 years, but I'm being lenient, I'm being a good Samaritan and the nice guy, you know what I'm saying? But for the past 6 years, Manchester United has been losing as it relates to top-notch signings. We missed out on Thiago in 2013. We missed out on Fabregas in 2013. Thomas Muller in 2013. Tony Cruz in 2013, and most of all Gareth Bale. Now we signed Fellaini. So if that repeats itself from 2013 to 2020, that's not a good look, because I've seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer express frustration frustration that he's frustrated with the lack of signings from the club. Bro, if you're frustrated about something, do something about it. Don't say, this guy always bully me in class. He always punch. What are you going to do about the bully? You go make the bully start pounding you in your right cheek or something, so your cheek can look fat or something. What are you going to do? Stop whining and complaining. Do something about it. Be proactive. Be assertive. Be aggressive. Yes, you have lack of signings. What are you going to? Are you going to make two more signings? Or are you going to wait until January? We need to know what is up. Manchester United cannot be on the fringes of thoughts, thinking, what is next for Manchester United? Are we going to make two? Are we going to wait until January to make? What is your thought process? We need to know as Manchester United fans so that we cannot be misled. The next piece of news we have is Regulion. Manchester. Well, he's at Manchester United at least as yet. But Regulion from Real Madrid, he was loaned out at Sevilla last season. He's a left back, I believe, a right back, left back. I mean, shoot, that's like hyperbolic in terminologies. But Manchester United does not need another left back that is right-footed. We already have Brandon Williams, who think he's like prime Dennis Irwin, when he has already made mistake as a left back, as a right-footed. We don't need a type of left back, dude. We need a left back that is left-footed. That's naturally on his left foot. We are not even using Dalot in the starting level. So basically, I have man that's getting basically paper for doing not on the sideline. So I don't know why we are linked with regular. Yes, he's been offered to Manchester United, but what can you offer to us as United supporters? Are you a good football player? Or how good are you? Because I was watching I don't know if I want to put in link because I was in the Zoom, but these ladies do basically a podcast. They're doing one tomorrow. I think I'll be there. I think I might have a class tomorrow, so I might not be there. But it's hair dryer treatment, accompanied by your host, the utmost, which is Sophie. Yeah, that's no bunny. She's a Manchester United supporter, and she's quite decent at football as well. But she's accompanied by some girls. That's Emma, I think her name is. The other one is United She Stands. I don't remember her real name. Um, and Meg. And my man was on the live stream, man. Mark Goldbridge. And basically, Sophie asks these panelists. She asks them like, "What's your thoughts on Regulion?" If that's his name pronunciation, but. And Emma was basically saying, "Well, I haven't seen much of this guy. I think he's quite average, to be honest. I don't think he's that good going forward. I think he's decent defensively, but I don't think he's decent going forward." And make her to interrupt and basically say, "Well, he's actually good, and based on numbers, based on statistics, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess numbers is a big thing in football, isn't it?" But she was basically saying, "Yeah, this guy is actually good and he's attacking." But my thing is this, bro. We have Brandon Williams as a right-footed, basically unorthodox left back, right-footed left back. Why do we need another right-footed left back? I mean, send him back to his camp in Spain, bro. Don't. We need a left back that is naturally left footed. Yes, we have Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw has been having problems with his injuries and food. My man love food, so do I. But I'm not a professional football player, so it ain't going to affect me that much. But Luke Shaw needs to keep fit and keep fit from being fat. That's the fact. But we need a left back and a centre back that's going to stay fit. We need a left centre back that is left footed so that when the ball is played to him from the goalkeeper, whether it's Dean or De Gea himself, that he doesn't have to switch foot and pass up because there are sides like Southampton last season. We have seen that we have sides and Chelsea, of course, where sides have pressed Manchester United when Manchester United has been in possession of the ball and we have lost the ball. No, they didn't score against us, but that gives us the reason why we shouldn't be passing to. I mean, yes, clearing out is one thing, but there are sometimes you need to pass the ball to the centre back so they can get a feeling of the ball. You feel me? And they cannot be playing centre backs with that aren't comfortable on their side. I mean, not to go on a long ass rant, bro, but we need to do better in that in that case. The next piece of news we have um in this in isn't this a surprise? Manchester United and Liverpool accused of blackmail over Thiago. Well, I already touched on Thiago, so I don't need to penny pinch on him anymore. But yeah. So like I expressed before, I would mind if Gareth Bale comes to Manchester United. This Regulion guy, I'm not really over the top with him because I don't think he's a top young player, but I'm not, you know. It said that here Donny van de Beek has impressed Luke Shaw already despite friendly defeat. I mean, dude, my man has played one game and you're already impressed with his performance. Next news. Yeah, but Gareth Bale lined up as Jadon Sancho's alternative along with three others. Interesting. Um, let me see. Anything new? Anything new? Yeah, bro. Sergio Romero, Manchester United star, which is not really a star, he's just been a servant at the club. Manchester United player Sergio Romero offered surprise Argentina transfer by club boss. So I guess Sergio Romero is trying to get himself to Manchester United himself. Um, yeah, bro. See, I don't want this video to be long, but I wanted to talk about Wayne Rooney's time at Manchester United, and that will be my next video podcast. I'm going to talk about Manchester United's top scorer, his time at Manchester United in totality. I'm going to talk about the goods, the bads, the ugly, because Wayne Rooney is ugly, but I'm going to talk about everything in total. So you guys stick until the next video podcast. No, it's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be for the next time because again, class starts for me and this is a new semester for me. So it might seem less, but I know you guys will miss me. But I'll be around town and get down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be around. Yeah, I'm going to come in a few times. But hope you guys enjoy rest of your night. I know you guys have curfew. Adhere to your curfew, and I'll show it to you in the next video podcast.